Alright, this video is about an hour and a half. I'm just giving you a little insight on what it's going to be about. There's a couple law enforcement interactions that take place, arrests, and it's just me pausing it and giving my opinions and things like that. So now you know what it's going to be about. Watch it, don't watch it. Either way, I have to start posting. And so I'll try to get something each day, either while I'm at home or I'm at work. You know, and I record as much as I can, and this is the one I'm choosing for today, and the plan is to try to do this every day. Enjoy.
Watch out, he'll get bit. Watch out, he'll get bit. Hold it, watch out, hold it, get him.
That's not approved. That canine handler suspended. The dog is a tool, a potent tool that's to be used if necessary. It is not necessary to use this dog here. Like, it's not. And no, I don't care what they're trained, none of that. You're not convincing me of it. There are 5, 6 officer dudes here. 3 of them are grabbing a hold of this dude. One dude's fucking pulling his leg. And he says, just hold his leg so he can attach the canine to it. Not approved. You don't know what you're doing with the dog. He's too, I want to be able to use the dog. And it's like, dude, the dog is to be used when it's required. Control yourself. He couldn't. He so bad wanted that dog to be able to get in on the action. You can't do that, I'm telling you. 100%. I'm not saying I'd fire the dude. I would suspend him though. And say, I don't need you to come back and be scared to use the dog. But there's no way you're going to sit in here with me and defend that this is appropriate to use the dog. There's lines, bro. Don't be stupid. You're suspended. And yeah, I don't want you to return and be scared. But come on. This is too easy. Like, what are you doing?
Get him! Get him! Get him! Quit fighting! Quit fighting! Quit fighting! Let go of my dog! Let go of my dog!
No, dude, why are you gonna let go of his dog? You got 4 cops on you and they sick the dog on you. Like, your instinct is like, get this dog off of me. You know what I mean? The dog should not be on this dude. I mean, there's borderline, yeah, he's getting a check for this. That dude running the dog, he sucks, man.
Let go of my dog! Let go of my dog!
Let go of my dog!
Let go of my dog! Stop fighting!
Look how many cops are here in like full dressed out tactical gear. Like, they're down in the hood doing a raid. You guys have 1 guy you're handling. What are you doing with the dog? He fucking sucks. Man.
Stop fighting!
These are bad tactics. These cops have no idea what they're doing, and you got these people here that are doing somebody else. They have no idea what they're doing. We have such shitty police on the street who do not know basic handcuffing, which is why this generation of cop
There's too much manpower there for this to be what it is. Let one dude wrap up with him and go to the ground with him. And then you guys just all get on top of him. You guys are stretching him and pulling him, and you got fucking endless manpower. And then dickhead with the dog's like, oh yeah, hold him, so the dog can bite him. I mean, I'm serious. Go ahead and write that dude a check. Suspend the fucking canine handler and tell all these big dressed out full tactical gear cops, you guys suck. You're just keeping them up in the air, stretching them out and shit.
It's to more force than any I've seen in my lifetime. We have more cops using dogs, shooting unarmed people because they don't have a fucking clue what they're doing.
Because the physicality aspect of it, everybody's fucked up. Like, and there's tons of dudes that got that gun and like those tools where it's like, bro, if you take that off, can you handle yourself? Like physically? A lot of them, no. And then you get to the females and you say that too. You know what I mean? It's like, take that shit off. Let me see you handle someone. You should get fucking power bombed. It's like, bro, you need to be able to be physical too. Not just, oh, I got the gun. Fuck that. Lames.
Because we have anybody and everybody just given a badge.
Yep.
I am baffled. Yes.
Fucking dudes and women who have no ability to get physical and just do the fight, man. Just do the fight. There's no reason to be in fear to be like, watch out, and I'm taking him to the ground. And then you guys just help me at that point. Just get the fuck out of my way. And it's not even like I'm going to get a clean slam, but there's no way him and I aren't going to the ground. And then I got all this backup. It'll be fine. They're fucking stretching him out and keeping him up. It's because none of the dudes have physicality ability.
I'm baffled that you cops cannot get somebody that's this actively resisting into cuffs with two guys, without two guys. There's not one cop I know that where we would have needed 5 cops and a canine to take somebody into custody. This is the number one problem we have in law enforcement, where it's high.
I didn't even know, or I've seen this video, the start of it, and I've made the same comment. I didn't know this dude commented on it. I'm glad he's in the same page as me, though. Yeah, where it's like, you guys fucking suck. There's all of you. You can't... Is it going to be easier to end this and get him in cuffs on the ground or with him standing? Exactly. And you guys are pulling him around like Stretch Armstrong. And then Dickhead with the dog is getting him to bite him. Just fucking failure, man. And it's because none of those dudes have that physicality. It's like that cop in the hotel room, those 2 dudes I watched. They got this little, you know, chick on the ground, and they're like wrestling with her. 2 dudes, and they, just by looks, is like, you know what I mean? And fucking dude just decks her in the face. It's like, bro, you don't need to fucking punch her jaw and make her head bounce off the floor. Grab her. But that's a different video. I'm not doing that. I do that where I start pulling up other videos while we're watching one, and it's like that fucks it up.
Hitting bad cops behind their protection. Why did you shoot the subject? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Because the subject was actively resisting me. Or was it because you were inept?
Yeah.
You literally suck at your job.
Yeah.
You don't train. You think that it's just going to be numbers. What was the use of the canine for? And what do you think is going to happen? When somebody's going to get bit by a dog, do you think they're actively going to...
Yeah, he's got all these dudes wrenching on him, and then that dude sets the dog on him. Of course, instinctually, he's going to be, like, punching at the dog and shit. The dog... You should have never put your dog on him. That's just instinct, you know what I mean? That dog bites hard, bro. That thing starts biting you, you're going to fucking instinctually be like, get it off, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is too easy. This is a complete failure. All these dudes on this team, you guys suck. I'm glad this dude's saying it too. You guys suck, because they do.
Sit there and put their hands behind their back? Or are they going to sit there and go, shit, what the fuck is stabbing me in my leg? I need to start fighting even more. This was a bad decision. This is punishment at this point. This is punishment at this point, protected by escalation of force that the subject was resisting further. So once again, bad police tactics. Cops that were tired of a black guy in his mouth, they were looking to punish him, so they did so under the guise of the law.
I'm glad me and him are on the same page there.
Watch it now from a couple of members of Congress explaining, or really failing to...
I just think that's an element that needs to be... Where, like, you need to tell someone, look, I'm going to give you a gun, a taser, mace. You're going to be trying to take away people's freedom, you know, XYZ. Can you fucking handle yourself, though, physically? Like, and then what? They have them do some lame, easy training course where like they spray the cop. She's like, get on the ground, and they get on the ground just actively and put their hands behind their back and they arrest them. It's like, bro, that's never how that's gonna go. I mean, you would, if you're to the point where you do have to mace someone and stuff, and then like you were incapacitated by mace, you think that that's the person who's gonna just lay right down for you and put their hands behind their back like, okay, I'm done, cuff me? Probably fucking not. Yep, that's the thing. That's another element to it that I would be... Before you're choosing to do this job and you have these responsibilities and you have this power, can you handle your fucking self physically? Like, if I bring Timmy in the room as the subject and I'm gonna be like, all right, he's gonna actively resist. Let me just see you handle him. And you can't handle Timmy. It's like, no. Not approved. You can't handle it.
Explain why. These are Republicans. These are MAGA members. These are very loyal soldiers in the MAGA army. Watch them explain, or again, not explain. Watch them deflect questions about why they voted to extend temporary protection.
I thought about it just on the policing thing, to where it's like, I always try to give them a little grace where I'm like, bro, they need numbers and it don't pay that good and shit, you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, it's like, there's so much little petty shit that it's like, of crimes and stopping people and interactions that turn to chaos, all this and that, where it's like, if there wasn't the revenue aspect of it and the petty shit, you could be more focused on, you don't need as many numbers and you need quality. It's because there's so much little petty shit that's associated with a ticket or a law. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean I'm saying it's like, if it's not murder, it shouldn't be a crime you need to deal with. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's just, there's so much little shit. You know, I'll just say like this. If you're an adult, for example, so you're 18 plus years old, the seatbelt thing, they did that because of the money. And it's easy, especially for older people who grew up and they're like, I ain't wearing no fucking seatbelt. Older people are like that, bro. They're from a different time. You know what I mean? It really came about as a thing during my time. I always grew up and I never had an issue wearing a seatbelt. I always do. I don't think nothing of it other than like, yeah, I have nothing, like I'm gonna wear it. You know what I mean? You get to the older generations, there's a lot of motherfuckers that are like, fuck that thing. Okay. You know what I mean? And I think they added that as another reason for cops to be able to stop you and collect revenue on tickets. You know how much money they've made off of seatbelt tickets since that's gone into effect? If you could get the real number for that by state, I bet you'd blow you away. Because really, it's like, listen, if you choose, you have your driver's license, you have earned that responsibility, you can drive and shit, and you're an adult. If you want to be a hard ass and not wear your seatbelt and take that gamble, you know what? You have that right. You know what I mean? And instead, I believe, no matter what, that they truly instituted that for revenue collection purposes. And again, this is me as an active, I'm pro seatbelt. I am. But, and I think if you're 16, no, you should have to wear it. But then you put that age on it and you still open the door. So I don't even know if that, it's basically, it's like, yeah, if you have a valid driver's license and you're an adult, whatever, I guess, I would have to fucking sit down and think about the 16, 17-year-olds. But whatever, let's just make it easy. You know what, that's your choice, man. You want to be a hard ass, fuck that seatbelt and ragdoll? Alright, you'll find the fuck out. You know what I mean? Because it's weird, I talked about this a couple weeks ago, where it's like, they're not even fully connected with the helmet law for motorcyclists. It's like, bro, if you were to institute one of the two, I would tell dudes, bro, if you're on a motorcycle, you're wearing a helmet. It's what's best for you. Like, that has way more merit to me than if you're driving a fucking car, you need a seatbelt? Which one is more like, if someone told you, like, would you rather crash a motorcycle with no helmet or crash a car with no seatbelt? Just that alone, and you get no more details. I'd be like, I'm taking the risk in the car with the fucking airbags, you're enclosed. I'm taking the risk in that. You don't fucking go down the highway and fucking wreck that motorcycle with no helmet, bro. It's not, the odds are very against you not fucking yourself up or dying. And so since it's like that, I don't even understand where if it's like, oh, we're doing what's best for you. We're instituting this law for your safety. It's like, you motherfuckers don't even say that about motorcyclists. Like, collectively, that's not a nationwide thing. Motherfuckers, but it's a nationwide thing with seatbelts. Okay. Don't even make sense. That's a contradiction in my opinion. One's more deadly and dangerous than the other, and one has a nationwide law in effect, the other one doesn't. It's a fucking money thing, dude. People want to, you're grown, bro. You got a driver's license. You can be on the road. You want a fucking hard ass about a seatbelt? Do it. Find out. I believe they took that away because it was a further way to give another reason for them to be able to stop you and collect revenue. Because they knew motherfuckers that don't wear seatbelts were like, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people today, most likely probably 40, 50 years old, that like refuse to wear a seatbelt. Guaranteed. Because they're from a different time. And, you know, there's other people it makes sense to them that are from that time, and they do wear it. But what I'm saying is, they knew, because of how people are, they're stubborn, they're fucking not fucking wearing that thing, that it would be good, easy revenue. And that's my point, is you have all this shit to create all these interactions, and you need more numbers than necessary. If you would just let what needs to be addressed, be addressed. You know what I mean? Where it's like, hey, we gotta go arrest this motherfucker. Like, they gotta chill out. They gotta go sit down. You know what I mean? And it's just, there's so much little shit. Like, there really are cops and shit that'll stop you for jaywalking. It's like, bro. And starting shit and let me see your ID, and turning into them taking them to jail because someone doesn't want an ID, and they really don't have the merit. And it's like, why are you wound up like that? That's stupid little shit. You're wasting your fucking time, dude. Anyways, if all of that was focused, you could focus on quality. Instead, when you have so much little stupid shit, you need so many numbers, you get a lot of people who aren't cut for it, man. These fucking fell over in there. That's cool. Anyways, I don't want to stay stuck around too long on one thing.
Illegal aliens. Here's the first up, and this is Maria Salazar.
See, like if I went live on Facebook, I can't do this while I do that.
Almost 100 Democrats that are willing to...
You know, unless I just went live and started doing our life story shit right now. And it's like, I don't know.
Vote for this because, look, it's impossible if we, the Republicans, put together a bill like this one on the floor for any Democrats with Hispanics. Supposedly, you know, Hispanics belong to the Democrats. Not anymore. Because right now we're going to be demonstrating to the Dems that we are not such a bunch of racists. That we're giving them dignity, not citizenship.
Right.
So we're not racist. Well, who said you were racist? We're not racist. So we need to do this or else we're racist. We're not racist. So we need to do this or else we will be perceived as racist. In fact, we will be racist. Now, that is precisely the style of argument, with air quotes, that...
Hey, man. So you didn't come to a complete stop. It's a stop sign over here.
Thought I did.
You're not. You got driver's license, please? All right, let me see. You got registration and proof of insurance. Hello, how are you? Hey, you got your,
Nope.
I'm talking to her.
I know.
Okay.
She's a passenger, though.
Okay. Registration, proof of insurance, please. That'll work. Where are you going to, man?
Nice question.
You don't answer questions. Okay. Got anything to drink tonight?
No, sir. Would you like beer, but smell breath?
Well, I don't smell breath. So you
You
still
have a
you
breath
live you just listen to me, okay?
You asked if I had anything to drink.
And you can tell me yes or no, okay? Do you still live at Sam Beasley Road?
Don't answer questions.
I understand that, but now it's a lawful traffic stop. Now you got to start answering my questions.
I don't live there. I just moved.
You just moved. Where you moved at?
I don't have any residence.
You don't have
Fucking
any.
body is tight,
I
man.
got you.
Is it?
I wanted to do my chalky later, and I feel pressed about it. I need to start stretching every day, especially if I'm trying to pull back and off of chalky, and it helps with like the fucking pain of my back. I need to be putting in stretching every day as I try to dial this back in a way. If I stay just stiff and hurt to the degree I do, it's gonna make it even fucking harder. Yeah, that old seatbelt law, huh? That made some fucking money, I'll tell you.
Homeless.
Considered homeless. Gotcha. Okay. All right. You care to give me your ID by chance? So I know who you are?
Why
No.
would that be necessary?
I'm asking her.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm a driver. You made the traffic stop with me.
That's correct. All right. Do you mind stepping out of the vehicle for me?
Why is that?
Because Pennsylvania University minimums allows me to do that while I'm in a traffic stop.
For what reason?
I'm asking you to step out of the vehicle.
What is the articulated reason for me to step
I need you to step out of the vehicle right now. Okay?
It's just crazy anytime somebody is like just, you know, has some sense of their rights or anything that it just always makes it worse for you. I mean that by like, he's like, hey, could I see your ID? And he's like, it's not necessary. You stop me, I'm the driver, she's the passenger. Okay, well then I need you to step out. It's like, he's got some merit in saying that to you, and because you feel like he's checking you, you're gonna check him and now make him step out. It's ego, man. And it's like, truthfully, it's like, hey man, the driver's just saying. You know, that's okay what he said, he's right. He has merit. And that cop's like, fuck that. Now get your bitch ass out. It's like, it's always this ego game, bro.
Well, Pennsylvania's versus minimums allows me to step you out of the vehicle. Okay. You got any shoes, man?
No, sir.
Okay.
And part of what it is because of how the dude looks. I promise you. You know what I mean? This cop is like, oh, this long-haired hillbilly dude, fucking, no shirt, no shoes, ain't gonna fucking tell me. You know what I mean? That's part of what it is. If this was a lawyer, a dude in a suit and shit, and, you know, same type of thing was happening, and he was like, She's the passenger. I don't think that's necessary. You know what I mean? It's what it is, man. I'm telling you, that's why. This officer sees him as a maggot. Smoking a cigarette, no shirt, no shoes. He sees him as a maggot. And he's not letting him get one fucking... You know, because the dude's been respectful. He's okay, man. He's okay with what he said, and it's fine. But that cop will not have it. Because he's like, you're nothing to me. You're a fucking loser. That's the world we live in, bro. You will be judged. That's what it is, bro. Now, the one that matters isn't the ones you experience as you walk around. Everybody else, yeah, judging everyone else, fuck off. You know what I mean? My whole thing is, it's like, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me have your life story. And I will smoke you too. Because I know, bro, shit's hard. And being, like, accountable and all that shit, man, it's fucking hard. People aren't just built like that, dog. And what stories do you possess where you've lied to yourself so you feel better about something you did wrong? I guarantee you, if I know every detail about your life, they're in there. It's just I don't know, you know what I mean? But if I did, sit down. And that goes to any fucking human being, man. There is Nancy. I like her. I feel like we would get along outside of here. But, oh yeah, I'm not doing that on this fucking video.
I got you. Okay. Okay.
Al. Yeah, I know. But,
824 to 821. You head my way.
Variety test.
Well, come over my vehicle when you talk for a second.
Okay.
All right. Well, just a couple things. Just hang out right here for me. More run your information. I'll be right back. Okay. Hang out right there. Right there. Move over there.
Hey, there's this one. Fuck, I know I do this, but it's because it pops other shit up. This dude's on the side of the highway, and the trooper pulls over. Dude, he lets him come up to his passenger window, and he's like, "You could help me? I got a flat tire." He's like, "Yeah, what do you need?" Shoots his ass. It's like the odds that's gonna happen to you are very low, but it's like, you gotta take it serious, you know what I mean? And when you're out alone, it's fucking 1 in the morning, and there's one dude on the highway, and you let him jump out his car and come up to your window in a hoodie reaching in his pockets. No. And you got to be able to feel confident. I don't care what anyone thinks. Oh, he's just being friendly. No, motherfucker. That dude got out of the car when the cop pulled up there, and he's got his hood up and hoodie, and he's like reaching in it, and he just walks all the way up to the car and to the fucking passenger side. Cop rolls the window down. He's very friendly. Dude blasts him. I think he takes the cop car, leaves him on the fucking side of the road, shot in the fucking head. And it's like, when you pulled up and it's late and you're the only one and this and that, and bro pops out, starts walking back to your car, you know what I mean? Have your gun in your fucking hand and lower your window. Do not approach my car. You know what I mean? I don't care if people think that's a dick or not. Fuck that, dude. It has nothing to do with anything other than, there you go, there's the example. Because, you know what I mean? Him with the hoodie or whatever, I would have been like, don't approach my car. Pat your front pocket, lift your hoodie up, and turn around. Don't like it, don't care. I mean, truth be told, I would have probably told him, turn around, put your hands up, interlace them together on the top of your head, and get on your knees. I have to do this out of safety, man. You know what I mean? And then go, put him in the cuffs, and then have the conversation. Say, I don't want you to take it personal. I have to protect myself out here, man. What's going on? Matter of fact, let me pat you down just real quick. You know, make sure everything's okay. Pat him down. There's a fucking pistol in his waistband. And it's like you never knew it. That dude was gonna come up to your window and shoot you in the fucking head, man. Yeah, you gotta be on it, man. And I don't know why his guard wasn't up at all, though. I need to find the video because it's the fact it's like desolate, man. It's middle of the night. You're by yourself. You pull up on a car, hit the lights. That's just dead on the side of the highway, and bro jumps out with a hoodie on. And I'm telling you, he's going like this. He's like actively fucking around in his hoodie pocket waistband. And gets all the way to the front of the car and passenger window. Cop lowers the window. Got something for you. Boom. It's like, nope. Yeah, you just need to do it and not be scared that... I don't give a fuck what someone thinks in this situation, dude. I know I'm not doing nothing out of anything jaded. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna have that dude turn around, put his hands on his head and get on his knees. I'm gonna come put him in cuffs and we're gonna go from there. I'm out in this bitch in the middle of the night. He's got a hoodie on. Hell no. Nope. Anyway.
So that way you don't get hit out in traffic. Move over there for me.
I'll pretend enough to not get hit by.
Okay, thank you. Hang tight for a minute.
I feel like this cop, though, just to comment, I will let it play. I need to shut up. I can see, though, the judgment of I don't have any respect for this dude because of what he looks like, so I'm going to be an asshole. I can see it. And it's like, you don't need to be like that, though, either, bro. Come on, dog. You know what I mean? This dude might just be a hillbilly, and he's actually a pretty fucking good dude. He sounded decently intelligent, you know what I mean? And it pissed that cop off. Because, again, how he looks. He's like, fuck this fucking loser. It's like, bro, give him his respect, too. Fuck. You know what I mean? You ain't ran his name yet or nothing. You run his name and he's got a warrant, then you can be an asshole if you want. But, like, the only reason you're being an asshole to this dude is because you think he's less than, because of how he looks. And the fact that he's trying to have some logic in his rights, and you don't need to ID my passenger. You know what I mean?
824 Hartsville. Tennessee 51 when you're ready. Yeah. 151-031-072. Well, like I said, reason for the traffic stop. Reason for the traffic stop is you failed to complete stop and stop sign, okay?
I thought I'd get one person.
You failed to come to a complete stop. Okay. You have insurance for the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
Article 824, 71, 1.1, 072, Dominic, Road, Article 7, status of Valley, Tennessee, 1015, 29,
Temple.
Registration came back.
This is a track. You let me do my traffic stop, okay?
You're kind of taking advantage of the situation.
I'm not taking advantage of no situation. You let me take care of my traffic stop.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
You went to court battle on the side of the road.
It's not a court battle. You failed to come to a complete stop. It's a traffic infraction.
I
Let me conduct the traffic stop, and then we'll go about our day. All right?
I appreciate that this dude, though, he's not willing to let him run him over. You know, because I'm telling you, this cop sees him as a loser. And he's not just, he's not scared, though, to have some confidence. I respect that. You know what I mean? Because it could be easy that this type of dude is a quiet mouse and just lets people walk on him. And he's not. And I respect that. And I would sense that as the cop if I were being that way and then he's being this way. I'd be like, you know what? That's good you got some respect for yourself, man. You know what I mean? Because this dude easily could just, you could just run him over in his assessment of how he looks and what he thinks of him. That dude's like, no, bro, I got some confidence. You may think I just look like a fucking drugged out loser, but fuck you.
Hey, bro, can I just get one pack?
Yeah.
I just need one. Appreciate you.
Yep. I haven't fucking gotten any rubber bands yet. That's always a fucking hunt.
Where do you currently live? Is it her vehicle?
No, sir.
Whose vehicle is it?
It's no vehicle. I'm homeless.
Okay.
I don't just...
Let me ask you this, okay? And just be honest with me. Are you on any prescription medication?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm for this dude though. I'm happy for him that he you know, he's homeless and you know, this cop's gonna be a dick to him because he thinks he's a maggot and he's got some respect for himself.
And you just walk around barefoot? That's all you do?
Yep.
Is that you're homeless?
What?
You say you're homeless?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could let him go. You don't have no warrants or nothing. He's gonna get a drug dog there. Oh. Let's see. I mean, clearly the dude don't seem fucked up. You know what I mean? You know, if you get him out and stuff and he seems fucking smashed, drunk, then everything's changed. But this dude don't seem intoxicated to the slightest.
Are you putting those in tins and stuff?
I haven't even started. Is that what they go in?
Yeah, like after you're done, I could just give you, these are the ones that are already
Okay.
I can just give you this and you can just put the finished ones in there real quick.
Yep, appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna grab a handful of those rubber bands. Okay. Alright. No, I can... I mean, I didn't go even looking for them, but... sometimes you can't fucking find rubber bands. I'll have to add a little handful of each size to the stash I have.
Insurance is good? Okay. Alright.
Yeah, he's got insurance, he's not drunk.
Oh, definitely a ticket. Yeah, I'm gonna get you a ticket. So
Is that the end of it? Because if you're going to issue me a ticket, that should be valid.
Okay.
Not how it works.
But you're not going to run my traffic stop. You understand that part?
I'm very happy for this guy in the way he's willing to conduct himself. I would not think this dude had confidence, and he does. He's got some respect for himself. Yep. Man, and when motherfuckers see you as less than, they hate that, man. That they can't just railroad you like they want to because they think you're fucking a bum. You know what I mean? Yeah, humans are dirty, man. They're nasty.
If you're wanting to express power, that's fine.
It's not power. This is the way it works. I'm going to do my paperwork, okay? And I'll take my time with my paperwork.
So you're having me stand out here in no shirt, no shoes?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on tonight, because
What's going on tonight?
you were sweating earlier when I made contact with you, okay? It's not typically hot right now. It's very cool.
How are you to tell me what temperature it was? It's hot out.
Okay.
Is that the reason why you're being argumentative?
Yeah.
I have lights flashing in my eyes.
See how they're trying to fucking spin it on him? They're a reason you're being argumentative. He's not at all. He's showcasing, hey, I have some respect for myself and I'm not an idiot. That's what's happening. And they're trying to turn it on him. That's dirty, dude. Because people won't just bow to your authority and they got some respect for themselves and they have no respect for this dude, so they're gonna try to fuck with him. Dirty ass motherfuckers.
2 officers standing around me.
Because it's not normal whenever somebody gets... Yeah.
That doesn't give you a reason to be argumentative. What's he supposed to do? You know what I mean? He feels like this is bullshit. I came to a stop. You guys are dragging this out. And they're trying to fuck with him, bro. 1,000,000%.
Is it against the law? I gave you one, but it doesn't you haven't accepted it. That's my reason.
Okay. Like I asked you to begin with, are you on any prescription medication? Have you drinking any alcohol?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Okay.
You're allowed to say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna run you through from field sobriety, make sure you're okay to drive a motor vehicle. Okay. All right.
I was hoping he wouldn't do it.
So what I need you to do, are you?
I was hoping he wouldn't do it. Because they don't have enough to then place him under arrest for DUI. No way, dude. And they would, because they wouldn't let, they're not going to let this dude off.
You work anywhere?
No.
You don't work anywhere? Okay. All right. Can you stand with your feet together, arms down by your side for me? Okay. Do not move your head during this instruction, okay? You understand that? Okay. Do you wear any glasses or contacts?
I'm supposed to wear glasses.
Okay. All right. So you wear glasses, right?
No, like I'm starting to wear glasses.
You're starting to wear glasses?
I'm trying to. I have
Okay.
better vision.
Okay. All right. So I need you to look at my finger, okay? And do not move your head, okay? Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
This shit's bullshit anyway. Because the idea that you've had tension with an officer and shit, and like you've made him not like you, and then he does these tests, he 1,000,000% is gonna be like, you know, I saw some signs there, no matter what, dude. And it's like, don't do the test. Especially if you know you stand on business, like, nah, bro, I ain't fucked up. I promise you I'm not. They're like, well, I need you to do these tests. Be like, nope, I won't do them. Well, then I'm going to have to place you under arrest. Okay. And we're going to go through it. You were wrong. Like, this cop's going to be like, yeah, I saw some signs there. No matter what. He will. No matter what. He's trying to see if he can get him to move his head. I guarantee it. He's done it for fucking a minute straight. You know why he's doing it as long as he is? He's trying to get him to move his head. Because he has said, specifically stated, he's like, don't move your head. Do you understand? And that's the sign. That's one of the things you're trying to draw out of him, so you can say he doesn't follow the instructions clearly. It's like, bro, you've been doing this for a minute. The only reason you're still doing it isn't because you haven't watched his eyes enough. You're trying to see if he'll move his head. Because he wants the dude to fail. He's biased to him. Because he thinks he's the loser. I tell this dude that. I see, dude, I see. I see you.
Okay, keep looking at me.
Looking at you.
On the finger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He checked him there. He aced it.
Keep looking at my finger.
Yeah, this is drawn out. This dude has a bias against him, this officer. It's too easy, man.
All right, next field sobriety test. What I need to do is this is a line, okay?
I'm not coordinated with balance, but I still do it.
You're not coordinated with balance?
No, but I'm just still do it.
Okay. All right, so this white line right here, okay? I need you to, I'm going to demonstrate, okay? You're going to stay in this position that I'm going to tell you to. And when I tell you to, only when I tell you to, okay? All right, you put your left foot right in front of your right foot, okay? Like this, okay? Stay in this position until told to do otherwise, okay? All right, so you're going to take your left foot in front of your right foot like this and stay in that position. Okay? Stay in that position, okay? All right, so you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, okay? Keep your hands down by your side. Count your steps out loud. And it's going to be like this. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. On your 9th step, okay, you take a series of small steps.
This is gonna get him. Because he just started doing it. He's not counting. And this one's stupid. You need to do heel to toe 9 steps and take a small series of steps to turn around and then count to 9 back. I've seen the test a million times. I think out of he's annoyed, he just took off. He's not counting. He's already wobbled a step. This is what this cop's gonna say. You know, I've done this job a long time. A long time. I know when somebody tells me they're not under the influence. I know when they're lying. And I just saw you do this test and you showed me signs of impairment. So I'm going to have to place you under arrest for DUI. Fuck you.
That was, I believe, 9. I may have lost count. You can give it to the number again.
So do as instructed.
Take another 9 steps. You want me to turn around?
Do as instructed.
See, he's being a dick.
You say the instructions. You're having me kind of do lists of things.
Okay, well you started the task before I told you to. So
yeah.
It's because he's mad.
So,
he's letting his own emotion play now.
Do as instructed.
Trying to go to bat for this dude.
You tell me.
Yep, this cooked him.
Okay, you done with the test?
Damn it, man. This cooked him.
That's all I was supposed to do.
You tell me.
You're not really giving me any kind of information.
So the reason I said take 9 heel-to-toe steps.
If you're trying to humble me,
I'm going to explain to you again. I'm going to instruct you, okay? All right. So you're going to take your left foot, put your right foot on your left foot, okay? You're going to stay in this position until told to do so otherwise. Do you understand? Stay in this position, okay? All right? You're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps like this. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. for demonstration purposes, I took 3, you take 9. All right, on the 9th step, you're gonna take a series of small steps like this, turning around, and you're gonna take 9 heel to toe steps back. 1, 2,
Did he tell him
3,
to count out loud?
all the way to 9. Count your steps out loud. Keep your hands down by your side, and don't start the test until you're instructed to do so. Do you understand? Sure. Okay. You may begin the test.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, see, now he's doing it. He did it and started, because you heard him yell to his girlfriend, record this, and then he just started. He got, his emotion got him there. That's why he fucked that up that first go. It's like, dude, just stay in your zone. Dominate this dude. You're doing it. Just don't let him beat you, man. And he let him get in his head there. Stay locked in, man.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Couple little steps back to heel to toe. 1, 2. I'm glad we're both watching. 3, 4. Almost done. 5, 6. Could I get arrested for this? 7, 8. Maybe I go in handcuffs for talking out of turn. 9. Now I'm waiting for instruction. I'm losing.
See how he dominated that though, and he's being an asshole. He's feeding into his emotion for his resentment to the officer. So he's being a smartass. It's like, bro, just dominate. But clearly, you see what I mean? Look at the second go where he's cognitively there. Like, I don't care what anyone says. He is. He just is.
Balance.
Are you done?
I don't know. Am I?
You tell me.
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm waiting for instruction.
All right. You can step offline. Okay.
So now that I've done 2 sobriety tests, I came back all good.
That's for me to determine if you come back good. Okay.
So now.
Yep, and that's the bitch of it. Because this cop is, I'm telling you, he's gonna fail him. He's gonna arrest him. He's a dick, and anytime someone expresses confidence, respect for themselves, they fucking hate it. Now, if you're a doctor or a lawyer, they got a different filter for it. But if you're a homeless dude with no shirt on, they think you're a fucking maggot. Guaranteed.
One last test, okay?
Right.
All right.
3 tests of sobriety tests. Everything came back okay, and it was because I failed to stop a stop sign.
I need you to listen to me and just understand my instructions.
Is your body cam on?
It is on.
What is
I need
your
you to
badge
listen.
number?
I need you to listen to me, okay?
What is your badge number?
Are you going to want to continue the field sobriety
Yes,
test?
because I have your badge number.
I need you to let me finish my test.
Sure.
Okay.
Before you leave, could I have your badge number?
I need to be able to conduct the field sobriety test. Are you okay with continuing the field sobriety test?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So you're going to take your feet together, arms down by your side, stay in this position until told to do so otherwise. Do you understand? Okay. You're going to take either foot, either heel, approximately 6 inches off the ground, okay? And you're going to hold it 6 inches off the ground, okay? Until told to stop.
How many?
6 inches off the ground.
I don't know.
Approximately of a Coke can, okay?
Sure.
All right. You go 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004 until told to stop. Do you understand?
Now, before, no, because am I allowed to wiggle?
Do-
I'm not very good with balance, as y'all have just seen.
You do exactly what as I instructed you to do so.
Okay?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. You got to watch.
How long am I doing this again? Or is it just doing one foot?
You ready? All right. You may begin the test.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009.
All I know is, from where I'm at, this dude's not fucked up. I'm not saying there's not potential that he could maybe be under the influence of something, but he's certainly not fucked up. fucked up is obvious. You know what I mean? Where you're like, are you alright? You know what I mean? It's too obvious. But no, this dude's not fucked up, bro. I bet my whole paycheck on it.
2010, 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16,
He stopped saying 1,000.
18, still going. 19. Whenever you're ready.
His attitude's getting him. He could do this. He's done good. He's done it twice now where he's letting his attitude get him. It's like, damn, buddy, you've been doing good. Just he stopped saying at like 11, 1,012, 1,013. He's up to 16, and he's like, is that enough? Am I good? It's like, bro, just do it. You're letting your attitude get you. But especially if you feel, you know, the tension that these two have between one another, you're mad too. You're like, fuck you.
I'll take my ticket now.
Okay. You may stop. Stay right there for me.
Let's hear this bullshit.
So what did she say?
There's no way that officer, like, outside of, like, if you were to remove emotion and bias and it was a robotic thing, though, there's no way that cop truly thinks, dude, this dude is truly impaired. If I let him in that car to drive off, he'll kill someone. I have to take him to jail. There's no way he believes that. Not a fucking chance.
She said no. Yeah.
I can't hear him.
You let me conduct this traffic stop and let me talk to my deputy, okay? He's not sweating now. Yeah. I did on the maximum DPA.
Those tests are fucking lame. I'll always say, I need to start posting on my Facebook every single day. Don't ever do a field sobriety test. Ever. And like I said, the average adult American, bitch, you ain't coordinated. You're not athletic. You don't work out. You know what I mean? So you standing on one foot and shit, like, you suck. You could grab complete sober average adult Americans right now and put them through that test and you'd be like, they're showing signs of impairment. It's like, that's funny you say that. Because all they've had today is a glass of water and a cup of coffee. But they're impaired, right? Well, yeah, the way they perform those field sobriety tests, I have no choice but to determine them as impaired. It's like, that's fucking horseshit because I know they're all sober. This is a game. I'm telling you, there's fucking people stone cold sober. They do those tests, they will fail. Yeah, I'm just going to post on my Facebook every day. Don't ever submit to a field sobriety test. Don't even do it. Don't even do it out of spite. Like, fine, I'll do your stupid fucking test. Knowing that, like, you can beat it. Just don't even do it. Don't ever do it. Never. You know what I mean? Because you feel more inclined to, especially if you are sober. Because you're like, field sobriety test? Motherfucker, I ain't drank in like 3 months or whatever. You know what I mean? Because there's people that get put through that test all the time that are definitely not intoxicated that fail it. All the time. Yeah, just never do it, dude. Especially because if you know you're not intoxicated, like, and then you get arrested, you give them a little bit of merit if, even though you were sober, they show you doing the test and you are wobbly and this and that, you know what I mean? So if you really want to cook them and you know you're sober and they ask you to do those tests, refuse and let them arrest you. And then you can fight it and you can really cook them. Yeah, he's not sweating now though, is he?
Maximum deviation. Yep. Did you see anything on the walk and turn? He started the test too soon. Correct, but he didn't take the correct number of steps. And then he used his arm for balance with the third test. And swayed. And he put,
He said, and so you know, I don't have good balance, but I'm going to do it anyway. His ability in the way he's talking in the eye test, that was enough for me. That's like, bro, he's good. They're getting him on the balance thing, which I'm telling you, there are many people I could pull out on the side of the road and put them through that test that are stone cold sober. You'll fail. Because you suck. You're not coordinated. You're not athletic. You're fat. You got a bad knee, bad ankle. You suck. You know what I mean? I mean, you want to talk about people out of shape and unathletic? You're in America. We fucking got a high number of those people too, bro. It's like the average person.
Basically, he didn't put his foot down, but he swayed. Yeah.
See, they're arresting him.
Yeah.
And you know, when you get disrespected and done wrong and shit, it gets by a lot because of the people they do it to. It's people who don't know how to contest it and take it further and shit. It's always like they gotta mess with the wrong person who actually has status in order to get cooked. But yeah, I can tell you from this right now, this officer absolutely has a personal bias, resentment towards this dude. And not for good reason. Because the dude was never out of line originally with the shit he was saying to him. Or any point after that, to be honest.
Do you think I have enough to do you think
No.
I have enough? They're from nystagmus.
Why don't you guys discuss the eye test? Where you tried to trick him too, and you're like, he kept him in it forever, and then he went this way, and he's like, look at me. And he's like, look at you or look at your finger? He goes, oh, my finger. You know what I mean? Because he could have tricked him with that to when he was here and he said, look at me, and that dude dropped his head to look at him. And he'd be like, I said not to move your head. He would have, that's entrapment, bro. And that dude was locked in enough. He's like, look at you or look at your finger, and didn't move his head. And the cop's like, oh, look at my finger. That's dirty, man. It's fucking dirty. Punk ass dude.
I saw the nystagmus was maximum deviation. I saw the jerking was voluntary jerking.
Okay, what did you see when you did the eye test to him? Why don't you discuss that on your body cam? Because you know you have nothing negative to say.
And I also saw it on the. Who's who? Yeah. Maximum deviation. I saw it at the prior to onset 45 degrees.
Show for intoxication of alcohol. I'll take a breathalyzer test whenever you're ready.
But I think I have enough. So.
See, that's bullshit. He just offered to do a PBT, and he's like, "Oh, I think I have enough. Fuck it." It's because he just doesn't like the dude, man. It's really what it is, man. That's why I say, to really find someone who's like just does a good job and shit, bro, it's rare. This dude's easy for me to read, where it's like you're treating him based on what you see, and it pisses you off that has some respect for himself, and so you're cheating him because of the way you perceive him.
Okay. So what do you care if I talk to you real quick about the kids and all that? So obviously I have him, fulfilling field sobriety. But I think I have enough, but I think it's more drugs than anything. I'm gonna go ahead and detain him, put him in cuffs.
Yeah, they did this dude wrong. They did him
the only
wrong.
problem is that she's got the vehicle, so she can take permission of the vehicle. Yeah. Hello. All right. Go ahead. What?
I said you want to do your thing with
Yep. Okay.
Yep, they did my boy wrong, man. Yep, you removed the human being personal elements of judgment and wanting to be an asshole. You wouldn't arrest this dude. I wouldn't do it. Because in my head, I would have thought, based on this dude I'm looking at and everything, and the way he's stood up for himself and all that, I would have respect for him, though. In my head. You know what I mean? You ain't got to say that out loud to him. Stay locked in, whatever. But in my own head, I've been like, yeah, there's not enough here. I'm not taking him to jail. And to be honest, I honestly have some respect for the dude. That's how I'd feel. This cop's like, no, dude, this is scum. This dude's a fucking maggot.
All right. So based on my observations,
Right.
I have enough to go ahead and put handcuffs on you. Okay. All right. So go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me.
Okay.
All right. Based on my observations with standardized field sobriety test, you're impaired to the point where you cannot operate a motor vehicle.
That's not fair.
Okay.
I don't have that same conclusion, man. And I'm not one way or another. Yeah, if you tell me to watch this, even like I've said everything I feel. I think it's personal, man. I really do. You know what I mean? I would have talked to him a little more. I would have never been the fucking asshole like that anyway to him. I would have felt proud of the dude inside for having some respect for himself. So I would have already had a different level of interaction.
Is that arguable?
We're not going to debate this on the roadside. Okay.
So what are the next steps? Am I being taken to jail?
You're going to be transported to the Charles County Jail. Okay. Let me go ahead and double lock the cuffs.
I'm really glad I saw this though, because I'm glad someone like of his place in the world and stuff, anyone who's got intelligence and humanity, or someone similar to myself, not trying to say nothing crazy special about myself, you would be in agreement with me. And I'm happy to show, like, you know, someone who just doesn't have much of a, you know, place in the world in terms of societal respect. Like, that's why you're treating him this way, bro. I promise you, that's what's true. 100%. And so, at least, you know, people who are truly trying to and not be in favor of the cop or the criminal, if you will see what I see. But the cop himself will see what he sees, and he'll just be an asshole like he is, because it's who he is. People don't have that. He wouldn't feel how I feel like about that dude. Like I said, where I'd be like, the way he was standing up for himself inside, hey man, I'm glad you got some respect for yourself. Because I could easily see you just as a quiet mouse who lets people run you over. And you're not willing to let that happen. I respect that about you. That cop don't see that because he's a fucking prick. Like most people. You know what I'm saying? It takes... That type of judgment takes someone special. Again, and it's not about like me trying to say something special about myself, but it's just like, bro, I've been through it. Like, I've been down here, I've been up there, I've done this, I've done that, and like I'm left with that ability. You know what I mean? Where it's like, that's how I think, and that's what I see when I watch it. That cop just sees, you know, I did what's right. You know, I had enough to arrest him and blah 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 blah. And it's like, you're just an asshole, dude. Straight up, bro. You're an asshole, and you'll never see it. And you're just like the other average man, dude. You're blind to your own fucking weakness.
Alright, do you have anything on you to stick me, poke me, anything like that?
I don't believe so.
Okay, we're gonna double check that though. Okay.
What do you believe I'm under the influence of?
Right now, based on my observations, with the involuntary jerk of the eyes, you have
now the
sadness
eye
in
test.
both eyes. Okay. So
what would that be?
I'm not gonna debate that.
You can't tell me what alcohol, marijuana.
I'm not gonna debate that. Just on my observations, with all three tests. Okay.
With all.
We're not gonna talk roadside. Okay.
You can't explain.
Yeah, this dude's an
anything to
asshole.
me.
We're not going to talk roadside. Okay. Based on my observations, you're not safe to drive a motor vehicle. Okay.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
All right.
Okay. Is your body cam on?
It is on. All right. I'm gonna put you
Yep.
over here.
I'm glad this dude got some airtime, man. That this video made it to the internet. I am. Because I'm telling you, all the people that really get done wrong and shit are people of this. And again, the ones you see and when they fuck up is when they do someone wrong that has status in society. You know what I mean? Most people would watch this and not care and be like, yeah, he doesn't have a shirt on or shoes and he's got long hair. He is probably just a fucking drugged out loser. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck you. Fuck you and your little fucking... You don't know... You know what I mean? The world, as it's a great place, it's a dark place. Life's hard, man. You don't know what that dude's been through. He's probably had a rough life. All that shit. And yeah, that doesn't equate to, oh, you get to just do what you want and be fucked up and drive and endanger people. Not at all. But that's not what that officer truly believes. He believes I have no respect for this dude because he's a homeless fucking loser. 100%, bro.
Do you have anything on you that'll stick you, poke you, or anything like that?
Not sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like if I got the ability to like sit down with this cop and stuff, I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna teach you something about psychology today. Something you don't know nothing about. And say everything that I've said to him. And see if, you know what he would do? He would stay true to the asshole side of it and really believe whoever this dude is saying this to me, he's out of his mind. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I forgot. You're the one who's so fucking smart, aren't you? You're the one. He's not. He's an asshole. You know what I mean? Situations and circumstances dictate everything. There's a time to be an asshole. There's a time to stand on your authority. All that shit. This is just personal bias because he thinks this dude's a loser. No matter what that dude says.
Go
point.
All right. You don't have anything sticking soaking, dude. Come on over here to my vehicle.
Cadence, go ahead and call Harold.
Okay. Just check to make sure you don't have anything on you, okay? What is this right here? You don't know what it is? Okay. Okay, looks like a piece of tape.
Okay.
Okay, just this tape. Okay. Pull your pants up a little bit, okay? All right, come on over here.
Again, this.
You don't have any shoes, right?
No.
Okay. All right.
Again, this was because of a stop sign.
Go ahead and step in for me.
Yeah, you need a dash cam too nowadays if you drive. It only helps you, man. You need a dash cam, and any interaction you have, you need to do whatever you can, if you can, to record it as well. Because shit happens when it's the wrong dude gets in trouble. They'll be like, yeah, the body cam footage was corrupted, the data, we lost that file. And it was because the right people were involved that they're willing to fucking hide for. And someone will take the risk and delete it and hide it. And it's like... But... And my whole thing with the whole thing too is... There's no doing this job without a body cam. And I'm firm, and there's no turning it on and off. Once you leave that locker room and you're on duty, that body cam's on your chest on. It's on until fucking your shit comes off in the locker room. I see too much fucked up shit, dude, to not feel that way. You know what I mean? And, you know, I talked about earlier, like that cop getting shot. I see fucked up shit happen to them too. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on them. It's not nothing like that. You know what I mean? I do not like, hey, you're doing something and it's a total abuse of power and it's fucking grimy. You can't get away with that. And they do. And it's like, I'm cool if shit happens and, you know, it shouldn't determine your life and you're worthy of to go to bat for. I'm with all of that. I'm not with grimy shit. You know what I mean?
So he hits 30 and he starts changing. He starts changing like drastically. He was like one of the funniest guys I ever knew, and he's this really, really funny stoner dude and really cool. And all of a sudden, he's like angry about things, and now he's not quite as funny, and now he's got this issue. And there's this one night that he's kind of like he's kind of disgusted with his life, and he starts ranting, and he goes, you know, Quentin, you think that we're this really great team, we're this really great crew. Well, we are. I mean, you know, that time of your 20s, we're like your group of friends or your family. You know? And like, well, we are. Quentin, at 20, I worked at South Bay Cinemas, and I hung out with a bunch of guys just like you, and some girls there too. But it was a bunch of guys just like you. And then I stopped working at South Bay Cinema. Then I worked at Miller's Outpost. I hung out with a bunch of guys just like you, and we did everything just like we do. We went to movies together, we went out and we dated amongst the girls there, everything. Yeah. Then I worked at Leisure Pizza for 4 years with a bunch of guys just like you. I wasted my life hanging out with a bunch of guys just like you. Yeah. And they all go away at a certain point. I'm turning 25 around this time. So I'm having my own little, okay, well, what have I done with my life so far? So far, fucking nothing. I'm seeing what it's like 5 years from now when you turn 30.
A window to the future.
When you're turning 30 and you're in this situation. And there was like one night that I had what I used to call, I would do it every once in a while. I haven't done it in a long time. Thank you. I would have a Quentin detest fest where I'd stay up all night long, and rather than give myself excuses, I would look at everything that I'm fucking up in my life, or everything I'm not doing, or whatever, and just not give myself any fucking excuses out. Just like nail it. And I would spend like all night laying out everything I'm doing that's wrong, and then I would spend the last 2 hours figuring out how I can change it. And as opposed to just doing it and then going to get some sleep and then you forget about it and fall back into your, you know, your routine, I decided to change my life. I gotta not worry about this job anymore. I gotta just move to Hollywood. I gotta get involved there. I gotta meet other people that are in the business. And if I have to work manpower jobs, you know, where you just work like 4 days at this place and 4 days at that place, well, then that's fine. And by the way, I shouldn't be making money until I'm making money doing what I want to do. But then, you know, the next thing I knew, you know, I moved out of the South Bay. And then I couldn't move into Hollywood. I couldn't afford Hollywood, but I could afford Koreatown. And that was close enough. And literally the minute I kind of moved out there, I met a guy who wrote low-budget horror movies, and then through him I met other guys that wrote low-budget horror movies, and this guy who directs a few low-budget horror, this guy who produces a couple. And well, but yeah, you meet one person and that introduces you to 3 other people. Now all of a sudden I actually knew people who were actually making movies. Well, if these guys can do it, I can do it. Because they weren't too special.
Right.
Yeah. And then
yeah, you're still in a different level of you're not cooked yet. When you're 25, you know what I mean? It does. It just gets heavier, that type of feeling. Like, I'm 34. I didn't feel, you know, at 25 I was still getting fucked up. You know what I mean? And like, I wanted not to be, but like I couldn't. So I mean, I was caught in that stupid fucking battle anyway, but what have I done with my life? What am I gonna do with my life? That motherfucker hits different at 34 than it does 25, when you still feel like, bro, what the fuck have I done with my life? You know, and it just keeps getting kicked down the road. You know, next thing you know, you're 40, and you're like, what the fuck have I done with my life?
literally, it wasn't like everything changed, but like within a year and a half from moving out of the South Bay and moving into the Hollywood area, within a year and a half, I was finally able to make a living as a writer. You know, getting like a $7,000 for this rewrite on the script over here, $4,000 for this polish over here,
what are we
another
at?
$10,000 for this rewrite over here. Well, shit. I mean, I would make $10,000 a year.
I'm gonna cut at
through all
least an
my
hour
20s
and a half
before that
post
point.
this.
So
I'm done
if I can
fucking
make
around.
like, if I could make
Does anyone watch it
15,000
on my YouTube
from
or
writing,
anything? I don't
oh
know.
my
I
God,
don't care.
that
I gotta
was
start posting
the greatest thing in the
shit.
world.
Wow. Your bitter friend gave you a...
It's like, who knows what it leads to, dude? Just fucking post. Yeah, hey, I'm at work right now, just watching these videos. I'm hoping the audio's not getting cooked because the fucking die cutter's running. But I'm trying to be somewhat loud. And great, these headphones are gonna fucking die. And they're fucking shit batteries. Alright, well, now I can end this, put these headphones on charge, and I'll start a new one. Because I'm just gonna put this on my YouTube. So yeah, I didn't even do the introduction. It's fucking May 4th, 2026. It's Tuesday. Time's up on my phone. It's 1:53. I've gone for about an hour and a half. Mostly got stuck on a police video and a couple police videos. But yeah, there's stuff there. I was engaged and I was talking, and you know, that's content. Just fucking start posting it. Might end up getting fucking 5-10 million followers, and I just need to start, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna end this. This is gonna end up going on my fucking YouTube. Man, I gotta chill on the cussing, but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end this. So see ya.